the site dedicated to wealth education. Wealthed.com. Securities offered through Lucia Securities LLC, member SIPC, and a subsidiary of Lucia Capital Group, a registered investment advisor. All investments are subject to risk, including loss of principal.
The following program, paid for by Right Path Real Estate, does not necessarily represent the views or opinions of the staff,
but it
management,
should,
or ownership of this station. It's time to get on the right path with Right Path Real Estate Radio with Tom Perry. Get the answer to your question that's keeping you from taking action and succeeding today. Get ready. The guy that will put your fears behind you is on the air now. Taking calls at 713-785-1817. Toll free 877-881-0271. Now here's your host, Tom Perry.
Hot mics.
Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. Want to get right to the phones. I've got Robert Orfino with JB Funding is joining me live via the telephone hotline. Robert, welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning, Tom. How are you today?
Doing great. You out in sunny California today?
No, I'm back in Las Vegas.
Oh, good for you.
It is good for me.
Yeah, absolutely. So, JB Funding, tell me about what y'all do, because I love y'all's program.
Sure. So we are a crowdfunding company that helps entrepreneurs and real estate investors put together crowd funds to raise money to do the project they want to do. And the active fund that we have right now in Houston is known as Distressed Asset Real Estate Houston. And what that provides is all the extra money, including the GAP fund, that a single or 1 to 4 unit flipper might need to complete their project. And on top of that, we provide some expertise, some project management, and some good tools that will help them become more profitable in their flip. So that's what we have going on in Houston. It's very exciting, and it's been running and closed on another deal yesterday. So we're very excited about the program, and it's working out very, very well. And we get to pay our investors 9% preferred, and on top of that, we split the profit with them. So this is a very, very lucrative deal for those that are accredited investors and want to invest in the rebuilding of the Houston marketplace.
So for the person that's using your funds, that's the person that's, somebody says, hey, I've been, following some kind of program to buy, fix, and flip a house. And what I know is I've gotten a good deal. A friend of mine is selling a house. It needs some work. I know I've got an inside track on it. I see an opportunity to make some money, but I don't really know what I'm doing. Y'all are going to provide basically a partnership arrangement where you can provide the expertise. You're going to bring some money to the table. The deal itself, one of the things I love about real estate is it's a self-collateralizing asset. Yeah, I don't have my tongue working just right just yet this morning. So it's a self-collateralizing asset. And so if you're buying at 70% minus repairs, which is the lending standard, we teach in our weekend retreat that's not always necessarily what you want to make the offer based on. You need to be able to understand all your expenses in doing the business, your selling cost, your holding cost, your profit, all of those different expenses in the deal. And your rehab costs. Well, somebody may not be that experienced with the rehab costs, for example. They may not be that experienced with managing the construction process where, we know that a $60,000 rehab should take about 2 months. Well, if you're not, if you're not new in this or if you're not experienced in this, you're not going to know that takes 2 months. And what happens is if you're not good or experienced in hiring the right contractors, that 2-month rehab could stretch out into 3 or 4 months. And
sure, and that 60 quickly becomes 90. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And then your margins go down. And so y'all help protect the investor. And not only that, the investor doesn't realize that, hey, if I'm buying a $300,000 house and that needs $100,000 worth of work, 70% of 300 is 210, $100,000 worth of work, that means that I'm buying the house at 110. Even if I'm buying it at 110 and it only needs $100,000 worth of work, yes, the deal will qualify for 70% minus repairs, but that doesn't mean that the contractor doesn't need $20,000 or $30,000 to get started on the job. So where does that come from? Where do the closing costs come from? Where does the fact that the hard money lender is going to be looking at this investor saying, you're biting off a $100,000 rehab. Have you ever done that before? And so y'all come along and provide, almost that extra layer of, yes, we've done that before. Yes, we're going to bring that short-term capital that there's cash flow that you need to have to get started in one of these deals. Y'all provide all of that. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, that's the program, and it really came out of what I needed 5 years ago as an entrepreneur and with a construction background. The properties were fairly easy to find when we were doing this in different parts of the country, and the question was, where does all this gap money come from? And if I use my own money, it ties it up, and I'm limited to how many I can do. And so we just developed something that we thought the marketplace needed. The deal we just closed on yesterday is a 64% ARV deal. So the after repair value is roughly $200,000, and this whole project all in is $128,000. That's a great deal. But to get that deal to the table, Tom, we had to pay surveyors, we had to pay inspectors, we had to pay a lot of stuff up front, where that flipper came to us and just said, I just don't have the money right now. I've got another deal. My money's tied up, but I don't want to lose this. Can we help me push this forward and partner up? And we said, of course we will. So that's how we helped the flipper in the marketplace. And like I said, it's been going great. The program's working. There were very few kinks to work out. We used our knowledge on the houses that we had already flipped in the past and implemented this program. So we're very, very excited about the prospects for 2018 in this program.
Hey, Nikki, I'm getting feedback on the Book of Faces. Someone's saying that we need to turn him up. I can hear him just fine because I have control in my headset, but we need to turn him up a bit so that people can hear him.
Okay.
Perfect. So not I always love in business when you can create win-win-win scenarios. And so I see that you saw an opportunity in the marketplace to provide something that didn't exist 5 years ago when you needed it. And so you're able to provide that today. So this investor didn't have the money to pay for the surveyor and pay for the appraisal and pay for these out-of-pocket expenses to get the contractor up and running, all those kind of things. You're now allowing them to do a deal that they otherwise wouldn't have been able to do. And if they can't do the deal, their profit on that is zero. So you're able to come alongside, partner with them, and give them an opportunity to make a return on a deal that they would have normally been out of. You're also creating business for the primary lender, which is typically the hard money lender. They wouldn't have normally had this deal, so that's a win for them as well. You're also you're funding this out of an SEC qualified fund that requires an accredited investor. So you're creating a relatively safe place for someone to put their money to get a fantastic rate of return. When you look at who wouldn't want to lend on a 64% deal when you have only a small amount of money into that. I mean, that's I know that the Treasury bill is a safe return because it's backed by the U.S. government, but the return on it is not. I mean, risk versus reward. There's not much reward and there's not much risk. Here, there's not much risk and you get a ton more reward. I mean, I think that's a fantastic. So the investor that puts money in the fund wins. Everybody wins.
Yep. Yeah, Tom, and I appreciate all those kind words. I do want to state, though, for the record, there is no guarantee in any investment, and certainly real estate has its risk, and lots of people have lost their money. We spent years, literally years, Tom, analyzing the risk in this fund and trying to basically mediate, just get rid of as most risk as we can possibly can by putting it into systems. So once you can identify the risk, then that's the big thing, right? If you can identify the risk, then you can put a system in place that limits the amount of risk that your investor is going to be exposed to. But with real estate, there's always a risk, and I want to make sure that we're all clear on that. We've just analyzed this thing for 2 years and had a lot of experts give us input so that we can mitigate as much of the risk as we know, but there's always the unknown, right? A lot of people lost money when that storm came through, right? So there's always a sort of risk out there. But for us, 2 years going through it line by line and figuring out the best way to perform for our investors, and a lot of our investors are passive investors, right, out of their self-directed 401ks and IRAs. Because of that, we feel very comfortable that folks are going to do very
Well,
well.
I want to do two things real quickly. One is I want to give out your contact info. It's jbfundservices.com. The phone number is 1-800-901-0809. That's JB Fund Services, 1-800-901-0809. And someone has put their fear of calling behind them. They've called 713-785-1817. I've got Bill from Cypress. Welcome to the show.
Yes, sir. Real quick, a house I'm looking at, it built in 75. Should I have lead paint concerns? And it had foundation problem. And my inspector is saying maybe get the plumbing tested, the drainage. What do you think?
Well, so as it relates to the lead paint, I can say I've walked a couple of thousand houses, and you can tell what lead paint looks like. I mean, I don't know if you sound like you might be old enough to remember lead paint days, and lead paint base. Most houses, they were not using lead-based paints in the 70s. Now, what happens is somebody may have bought lead-based paint in the 50s or 60s and then stored it in their garage and used it, for a touch-up or for a paint job, things like that. But they weren't selling lead-based paint in those years. And so we're required to check it prior to 1978, and there's a simple lead-based paint test. But I have never seen a house, not saying it doesn't exist out there, but I've never seen a 1975 house that had lead-based paint. And then the other question was about plumbing. What was that?
It was foundation repair, and I'm just wondering about maybe the drainage, the sewer.
Yeah, so in foundation repair, we love to buy houses that need foundation repair. Because then when we know it going in fact, no, we want to buy houses that need foundation repair. Because what we recognize is as investors, that gives us a tremendous opportunity to get something done cheaper as an investor than what the retail public would do. So that allows me to buy at a deeper discount because I know most people don't want to buy a house that needs foundation repair. And so that means that I'm buying it at an even deeper discount. Simple supply and demand says as you remove the number of buyers, then the price goes down. So I want to buy houses other people don't want to buy.
There is some investors who won't touch foundation.
Yeah, there are a lot of investors that will not touch foundation repair. That's correct. Which means that when there's fewer investors that are willing to do something, price goes down. When price goes down on the buy side, that means margin goes up. And I like margin.
It's already been done.
Yeah, if it's already been done, then just all you need to do is just make sure that it's still within building tolerance. It doesn't have to be flat or level. It has to be within building tolerance. And then there's a simple way to check. Yeah, and then there's you're talking about the drain lines primarily, and so it's simple to check drain line plumbing. So Robert, thanks for that. And caller, thanks for calling in. And so it's jbfundservices.com, 1-800-901-0809. Got to go to a break.
Mike's off.
All right. I'm going to grab some water real quick. That's a choke.
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree. Single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, jbfundservices.com. That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to accredited investors.
Hey, Ginger, thanks for that. Outlook for first dividend date from fund. Oh, I don't.
What to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why
Anne Marie is on hold.
Yeah, go.
NextGen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate.
Hey, Jeff, since he's already off the line on that, and he wasn't following along on Facebook, if you would, go ahead and give the fund, give JB Fund Services a call at the 1-800-901-0809.
Time is money in a real estate deal.
So let me put that
if your
down.
Insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes, binders, and the agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. It's there for you. Call Houston's leading real estate risk management experts, Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas, 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Real estate investors, if you're not familiar with Quest IRA, let me tell you what you're missing. We've got free weekly educational classes, networking opportunities, and the ability to tap into trillions of dollars for your real estate investing deals. Come by our office or join us remotely as we simulcast all of our educational classes every Tuesday morning and evening. For more information, call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs or visit our website at questira.com.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties, whether it's a flip, rehab, or a rental rehab. No more managing it yourself. No more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992.
Selecting a foundation company and their product for repair is a lot like a game of chance. You simply don't know what you're going to get. The foundation repair industry as a whole doesn't carry a license, nor is it regulated. However, Foundation Check utilizes professional engineers to review all of our files to give you the best foundation analysis in today's market. Remember to check before every repair. Call 346-702-3825 or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com.
Taxes. Just the sound of that word makes people cringe. At Anderson Advisors, we provide tax reduction through asset protection for real estate investors throughout the country. Our unique philosophy has CPAs, lawyers, bookkeepers, and estate planners with one common goal, helping you, the real estate investor. Check us out today at andersonadvisors.com and don't forget to tell us you heard about us at Right Path Real Estate.
As a real estate investor, you rely on your property inspector
30
to
seconds.
determine the current condition of the home and your potential return on investment from an investor's point of view. Principal Inspections was founded by investor Jeremy Humphrey to do just that. Principal Inspections works from the investor's point of view, providing affordable, fast, quality inspections with information pertinent to investors while not clouding the report with unnecessary details. Principal Inspections will save you time and money. Call Principal Inspections, 832-684-5516 or online at principalinspections.com. License number 21264.
This is Business 1110.
All right, hot mic.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome to the show. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. Join via the hotline again. Anne-Marie, Quest IRA, questira.com. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. So y'all had a huge event this past weekend. Tell us about that. How did it go?
It was fantastic. Yeah, Jason Bible was one of our speakers. For
Who's
those of
he?
you that didn't get the chance to tune in. He's just some guy.
Yeah, some loser claims he knows something about real estate. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but it was basically our Masters of Tax Avoidance. It was our first ever fully online boot camp. So we had about 18 different speakers from across the country, and they did their presentations on a whole variety of different topics, except that they were all filming from the comfort of home or from work. And so everyone was just watching virtually and got to ask questions and all that good stuff. So definitely was a huge success. And we'll probably do another one towards the end of the year, if not sooner. So really good there.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, I know we were doing our weekend retreat this past weekend also, and so Jason, normally on the stage during the time that he was speaking, he stepped out, I stepped in, and so we can multitask, do more than one event in the same weekend, and we definitely wanted to be at y'all's event. It was huge, and we loved being a part of that. And so what else is coming up education-wise in the next couple of days or weeks at Quest IRA?
Yeah, Yeah, so every Tuesday at our office here in Houston, we do free classes. We do them at 9:30 a.m., and then we do them again at 7 p.m. We used to do them at 6:30, but we changed it to just a little later because a lot of people were kind of saying that it was hard to get there in the traffic. So those are now at 9:30 and 7 in Houston. We do them in Dallas, too, on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. But basically, it's about an hour of education on something relating to self-directed IRAs. And then afterward, really the best part of all, even if you're absolutely not interested in whatever reason in doing self-directed IRAs, you can still come out for what happens after, which is deal pitching. So basically anyone in the room that comes is invited to come up. They can pitch a deal if they need private money or they have private money, or maybe you have some type of service that you can offer, like you're an attorney or a CPA or a contractor or whatever you do. It's a good place to come out and kind of do some networking as well.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So what you're saying is if I'm a brand new investor or an experienced investor, then all I really need to do, if I'm worried about the money side, like I found the deal, but I don't have the money to close the deal, and so I could wholesale and make a little bit of money, or I could flip it and make a lot of money, then all I really need to do is show up to your event, and after the training takes place, where you're teaching people how to use their IRAs to invest, how to do that the right way, that I can actually say, hey guys, what they just trained on, here's an actual live deal that I need help with.
Yep, that's exactly right. So it's a really good place to obviously find your next deal, but also if you're looking for private money. I know especially for new people in real estate, they think that they have to have a bunch of capital to get started. Really, if you know what you're doing in real estate, you're not using your own money. You're taking advantage and leveraging someone else's funds. So I know that's a really big thing that we talk about at Quest, because a lot of our clients prefer not to actually directly invest in real estate. They prefer to lend money to real estate investors. So it's a really great source to not only build your power team, but also potentially find a deal and then find funding all at the same place.
Yeah, I love that it actually provides that sense of community where it's a win-win scenario. Some people want to actively do the work, do the flipping, and the mistake that we see a lot of brand new investors make is, let's say that they've saved up $1 million. Then what they do is they go out there and they find 2 or 3, let's say $400,000 houses, which is like, about $1.2 million worth of houses. But they're overpaying because they're not calculating a cost of money. So they're not really running it like a business. They're putting all their money in it. Then they find another really great deal and they don't have any money themselves because all of their money is tied up in these deals. It's not scalable. And so we teach people hey, you can raise nearly an unlimited amount of private money. And then you can scale the business as big or as large as you want it to get. I mean, we typically are doing 10 to 12 deals a month, and sometimes more than that. And our average hold time is somewhere between 90 and 120 days. So when you look at any one time, we have 30 to 50 properties in inventory. If we had started out using our own money and that was our mindset, that's the number one thing you find with people is that they have a broken mindset. They have a particular way they think it needs to happen. I love that y'all do so much training about how many other successful investors are doing this safely and securely, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the important thing. And you're dealing with your retirement account. So whenever you're doing these types of investments that you might normally just be doing with your personal funds, whenever you're doing them in these retirement accounts, when you make your profit, it goes back into the retirement account, so it'll be there for the future. But the benefit is that it'll be waiting there without tax. Now, it may be tax deferred, or if you're using something like a Roth IRA or a health savings account, or there's some type of education accounts as well, where all of your profits could be completely tax-free. So definitely powerful stuff to be aware of. And if you're not taking advantage of it, come out to our classes on Tuesdays at Quest IRA.
So your next class is going to be this Tuesday coming up next week. So today's Thursday, right? I always have, when you work all the days of the week, like you work the weekends too, then it seems to, I lose track of the day. So I think today is Thursday.
It blurs together, right?
Right, exactly. It does kind of blur. Yeah. And then so it'll be next Tuesday. That's going to be January the what? We're still in January, right?
Next Tuesday will be the 30th.
Okay, so Tuesday, January 30th, go to questira.com. That's questira.com. See the schedule of events. I'm right there on their website right now. All I did is I went to events, and then I clicked on Houston for all the Houston events, and you can see that they're sponsoring an event that's going to happen on the 25th. They're doing another event on the 25th. They're doing an event on the 27th, the 30th, another one on the 30th. Quest has got an event. In fact, I love Eddie and Johnny have made the comment before that in Houston, Texas, you could probably eat for free every night of the week by going to real estate events all over the city. And I don't disagree with that. So most of them do have at least snacks or if not real life food, right? And y'all sponsor a ton of events, and y'all even create your own fantastic events. All you need to do is go to questira.com and also call the phone number. I love this phone number, 855-FUN-IRAs. That's 855, the word FUN, FUN-IRAS. So 855-FUN-IRAs and questira.com. So what else do you have exciting coming up?
The biggest thing that we're excited about is the first ever Quest Expo. Now, this one's actually going to be in Dallas. I know I have talked to lots of sponsors already and even some attendees. It sounds like there's going to be some people that are going to be flying in from across the country for it. So pretty cool. But basically, it'll be a trade show style of event. It's August 25th and 26th. We've got some really great panels and speakers lined up and some really cool like giveaways and things like that. So it'll be a really great weekend. You know, as you said, we have events almost every single night. We do about 650 in a year. So really this is kind of the natural progression to move to this really large trade show style of event. So, yeah, like I said, that'll be August 25th and 26th in Dallas. Yeah, I'm just spending a little bit of time on your website while you're talking, and I'm seeing some of the events and even in other cities. And I love the title of this one, Austin $1 Trillion Investment Mixer. I mean, who doesn't want to be a part of, most people talk in terms of millions and billions, but $1 trillion investment mixer, that's fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. Actually, the backstory on that is the reason why it's called the $1 trillion investment mixer is because in the U.S. there are actually trillions of dollars in retirement accounts. It's the biggest source of America's wealth, but it's so underutilized. You know, people are only investing it into things like the stock market and all of that. So that's really our mission, is to tell Americans how they can do investing in their retirement account and get all those great tax benefits, but do it with investments that they understand, things like real estate. I was reading an article early this morning, and it was talking about the concept of FOMO, the fear of missing out. And when you talk to people about buying a business, when you buy, I ask them, hey, if you're buying a business, you want to buy it low or you want to buy it high? Everybody says, I want to buy it low. If you're selling a business, you want to sell it high or you want to sell it low? Everybody says, I want to sell it high. And what's fascinating is that we're at record high levels in the stock market right now. In fact, there was a concept that Kramer was talking about that, not Kramer from Seinfeld, but the CNN former hedge fund manager, all that. He said, the problem is that there's so much money that's chasing a lot of stocks that don't have enough liquidity. There's more buyers than there really are liquid shares, and it's driving the cost up. And because the cost keeps going up, normally when people put in a big buy order, if the price starts rising, they slow down on the order. But because of the fear of missing out, the prices are rising higher and higher and higher. And the valuations, we oftentimes ask people in the weekend retreat when we're teaching about how to build wealth through real estate, if you had a machine shop that was making $1 million a year in profit, how much would you pay for that? Everybody says they'd pay $1 million. And then as we start kind of auctioning off that machine shop, we say, what about $2 million? What about $5 million? What about, almost everybody stops at about $10 million. And then when you start realizing that what a lot of people are paying for stocks like Facebook, for example, you'd be paying $35 million for a machine shop called Facebook at only $1 million a year in net income. It's 35 times annual income. And when you look at how people can use IRA accounts, self-directed IRA accounts managed by Quest that or held at Quest, that you can invest in real estate, get returns that are much, much safer, and the likelihood of falling. The disclaimer is all investment involves risk, right? Past performance don't equal future results. But you're right, trillions of dollars in retirement accounts, and most of those are in overvalued assets. Why not invest in undervalued assets instead of overvalued assets? Hey, Anne-Marie, thanks for joining us. I hear the music means I got to take a break. It's questira.com, 855-FUN-IRAs at 855-FUN-IRAs. All right, thanks. All
All right, and Johnny is here, so let me go grab him.
Did you know that there are over $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S.? Imagine if you could use someone's IRA to fund all of your deals. Well, you can. Quest IRA is based locally here in Houston, Texas. At Quest IRA, we offer retirement accounts that can be used to invest in real estate, promissory notes, private entities, and much more. Many of our clients loan money from their IRAs to fund real estate deals all over the country. We don't sell any investments or give advice. However, we do hold free networking events, weekly educational classes, and free consultations with an IRA specialist. For more information, visit our website at questira.com or call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs to tap into the
Nikki, I've got Johnny in the
retirement
studio,
accounts
and I'll
in the
slide over a little
US.
bit so you can be
Call
seen.
Quest IRA at
Check.
1-855-FUN-IRA.
Check.
Or go to our website, questira.com.
Are you
Hey, Nikki,
expecting
turn you up
close
just a little bit.
accurately, on time, and with lots of
Can you hear
communication
me?
on your
Yeah.
home purchase?
I can hear you.
You've
Okay.
come to
Have
the
him
right
talk one
place.
more time.
I'm
Check,
Jennifer
check,
Hernandez, Senior
check,
Loan
check.
Officer with Legacy Mutual
He's good?
Mortgage.
Yeah,
Our
we're good to
goal
go.
is
All right,
to
cool.
give our borrowers and referral
All right.
partners an
Good.
amazing experience
Hey, I
during the
learned the
loan
difference
process.
from
My team
leaving my
believes
house
in
at
putting
7
people
Yeah.
and leaving
and
at
culture
7:20.
before
Yeah,
results.
yeah.
It's about an hour
Company
more.
concentrates
Oh,
on
no.
building those
Are you
teams
I
who
think
serious?
something was
operate with
going on. It's
structure,
crazy. I didn't know if I was going to
process,
make it
and
in time.
recognition for going
Wow.
the extra mile for
That's
you. This way,
Took
we
me
have
2
the
hours to get
energy
here.
to make this your best home
You know,
purchase ever.
used
Give
to
us a
travel
call
down to
today
Sugar Land a
to
lot
find out the
and
simple
just
steps
going
to get
home,
started.
and
I'm Jennifer
now I live
Hernandez,
closer to the
the
office,
Hernandez
and
team at Legacy
it
Mutual
used to, if I
Mortgage.
left about 6, you know, it would, I'd get home about 7:15. And anytime, but if I left at like 6:45, I'd get home about 7:15.
And I did have to pick up my son's Jeep, drop my truck off at 7:30. But I was there 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know.
Are you looking
Wow.
for an
Well,
investor-friendly
you're
general
hearing plenty of
contractor
times,
for
so.
your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey
Nikki, how much time?
remodeling
2
of
minutes or one?
single-family investment properties.
Hold on.
Whether it's a flip rehab or a rental rehab, we manage every aspect of a rehab from start to finish with a highly
got 90
efficient,
seconds.
Okay.
standardized process.
Over the last 6 years, Fast Track
Well,
has completed over
are we
700
I guess we're still on pace.
which
We
has
may
helped
need to
us
talk a little
create
bit. I
our
hadn't talked to
3 keys
Patrick
to
about our
success.
deal.
Yeah, in
Hopefully
March.
for
Detailed
March.
scope of work so that
Yeah, that's
everything
what we're
gets
counting.
done.
Eddie's
Train
headed
and
to Austin
maintain
this
quality
morning.
crews
Oh, is he?
so it
He's
gets
over there
done
for
right, and complete
a
the work
deal
in a
for
proper
2
order
days.
so it gets
Cool.
done fast.
So
No more managing it yourself, no more doing the work yourself.
Yeah, I start looking at my
Fast
calendar
Track
coming up.
Remodeling
It's like,
really
wow.
does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992. Again, that's 832-742-9992, or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
I was looking at how
Time
many
is money
events
in a real estate deal.
that
If your
Quest
insurance
IRA is
company
doing.
slow or
Oh, I
They
know
do
it.
650
you could
events a
lose
year.
deal
I know.
like that.
That's
You need a quick turnaround on quotes or binders?
wow.
The agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. We're here for you. Are you a rehabber, wholesaler, buy and hold, or flipper? Bundling your properties on a single policy will help save time and money. Benchmark has been in business for over 10 years, and we insure over 30,000 properties. Contact Benchmark about our exclusive investor package. Call us and let us show
Nikki's
you
here,
what we
but
Yeah.
can do for
I
you.
can't talk to her till after the show.
She's not here right now. She's at the
That's
studio.
281
Yeah.
569
Yeah, we still got to get
4353.
those
Or
spots
online
scheduled.
at
We tried this
benchmarkbroker.com.
week.
That's
Eddie's schedule was just
benchmarkbroker.com.
crazy. He
Yeah.
wants to do them. So
281
maybe next week we can get them done.
4353. Or
Nikki, did
online
you hear
at
that?
benchmarkbroker.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay on top of them for that.
This is business.
Yeah, good luck tracking Eddie's schedule down.
No, I may just have to come in myself and do it. Record him.
Don't record this and send it to him.
No, right.
All right, gentlemen, you ready?
I'm ready.
We're ready.
All right, hot mic.
Hey, welcome back from the break. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. That's 713-785-1817. You can put your fear of calling behind you, just like you can put your fear of real estate investing. How long ago was it that you did your first real estate deal?
Oh, gosh, Tom, it's been 14 years ago.
That's fantastic.
Hey, I remember moving from a different profession, and my partner, Eddie Gant, just kept on and on. Hey, leave that corporate world. Come over here. We got some opportunities. Let's do some things. And I'm like, I didn't know the difference between a deed of trust and a warranty deed at the time.
or a quick claim deed or all that.
Whatever those things were. And now I know enough to be dangerous, evidently, after 14 years.
So the other voice on the radio, that's Johnny Hayes, Johnny Cash,
Yes.
Jet Lending. It's jetlending.com. Phone number is 281-872-7800. So how many deals would you say you've seen in the last 14 years?
Oh, gosh. I've looked at 10,000 deals.
Is that all?
But
so you've lost your rookie card.
Oh, I'm no longer a rookie. I saw Hall of Fame voting yesterday. I was hoping I got voted in the Hall of Fame of hard money lending and deals. But no, we've done probably getting close to 4,000 done transactions over these years.
Yeah. So and that's the thing people don't realize is that to do 4,000 transactions, you got to look at 10 or 12,000 transactions because wouldn't you say it's about 1 in every 2 or 3 deals that you get presented with?
I think in today in more competitive world, it's leaving more than that.
Really?
I mean, not every deal's a deal.
Absolutely.
Especially if you're flipping houses.
Right.
You better be buying with enough equity spread in case something goes wrong, which a lot of times it does, dealing with distressed properties. But, even out there, it's a lot of competition today, but there's deals out there.
One of the things that I hear a lot of people say is that, man, hard money's expensive. And then what I watch them do is they'll go and partner with somebody and give up half of their profits. The first deal that we ever did, I think we ended up making like $70,000. And we were only in the deal like 90 days. And we were using you guys for hard money. And I remember it cost about $10,000 for a hard money. The whole thing, closing costs, everything, all in. And if I'd have partnered with somebody on that deal instead, it wouldn't have paid anything for the money, but I would have given up $35,000. I mean, what is it about people's mindset that's so broken they'd rather partner with somebody that does nothing but bring the money?
Well, it's shell shock initially when you hear a little higher rate or double-digit rate and pay some points. They're sitting there thinking about, oh wow, they're used to getting money cheaper,
right?
Or different deals. This is a short-term loan,
very short-term.
You're not buying a 30-year mortgage
right.
and paying rates like back in the 80s when it was 18%
right.
for mortgages. It generally runs you anywhere between 8 to 12% over the life of that loan is your cost.
Right.
And you're allowed to do your own deal.
Yeah.
You don't have to have partners. You don't split the profits.
Right.
You're not required to do a certain contractor or different deals. You run it like your business, and we're there to help you each step of the way.
Well, but not only that, the part that the value add that you're not charging for is, I mean, how would you like somebody that's looked at 14,000 deals, analyzing your deal, and saying, hey, you know what, it's a red flag if somebody's having to bring $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 out of pocket, because what that means is the person didn't buy the deal right.
Exactly.
And you'll be honest with them and say, hey, look, I know you're excited. I know you want to do your first deal, but do you want to lose money on your first deal?
Hey, the two keys are ARV and repairs.
Right.
Your ARV, you got to get that right.
You have
because
to.
That's your biggest number.
Yeah.
You make a little mistake on repairs, it doesn't hurt you as much.
Right.
But the biggest thing I'm seeing today, Tom, on these flooded houses, people are underestimating the repairs.
Yep.
You got to take into effect. It's hard to find contractors now.
Right.
Prices have gone up.
Correct.
Labor rates have gone up. And the things you're having to repair, that's what's getting these guys right now. So.
A good rule of thumb that we're using right now is about $40 a foot on the flooded floor and about $20 a foot on flips for the non-flooded floors.
That's very reasonable there. Yeah. We've even backed up to maybe $35 a square foot on the bottom floor.
Depends on the price range of the house, too, because it depends on – most of the houses that we're flipping are probably $500,000 ARV houses in really nice neighborhoods.
Right. 40 or more.
Right.
Yeah.
But I could see that if you're in a $250,000, you're not using as expensive appliances. You're not using and for that $40 a foot, since all the walls are opened up anyway, we're saving on some of the demo costs, and we're using some of that extra. Like we've got a house that we started yesterday, really, and we're taking out some walls, giving a more open floor plan, and it's a 2-story house, so the first floor is every wall is a load-bearing wall on the first floor, so it involves engineers and architects and permits and all that kind of stuff. So that's been our rule of thumb: about $40 for flooded floors, about $20 a foot for non-flooded floors.
Those are realistic numbers.
Yeah.
And once the guys know, I get a lot of investors coming to me. Hey, can you loan me on more deals? Sure, if you have the reserves.
Yeah.
Well, I can buy 6 or 7 houses in this neighborhood, and they send me a deal, and I'm like, I'm surprised you didn't buy every one because you're paying way too much.
Yeah,
and
your sellers are loving your numbers.
Hey, and your repair numbers are way too low. You can't get that fixed for that. Oh, yes, I can. Yes, I can. No, you can't.
Right.
So you get realistic numbers. They're realistic deals. You make money.
Absolutely.
That's your key, and that's what we're there to help you with, making sure you're not getting into a deal that you can't make money on.
Yeah, what trust experience.
Exactly.
Experience is a good teacher.
Hey, and we've always just said it's a cost of doing business.
It is.
Just like your closing cost is, just like your repair cost is, your lending cost is.
Right, absolutely.
And helping you get into a deal and help you that walking through that deal, that's worth the money. You pay a second eyes for a hard money.
So
lender.
somebody's listening right now. They want to get started. They want to have you take a look at a deal. What's the best way to get started in y'all's process?
Best way is touch base with us, 281-872-7800. Talk to one of our loan officers or myself. We can get you pre-approved at no cost. All it is a one-page loan app. Takes about 2 minutes, 15 questions, and show us your proof of reserves. We'll get you a pre-approval line of credit out that day. Once you find a deal, all we need is 2 or 3 other things. Submit it. We'll analyze it for you at no cost and shoot you over a loan confirmation within 24 to 48 hours.
How much reserves are you typically looking for?
A good rule of thumb, we don't have rules like,
Right.
It's
a guideline.
It's
right.
a guideline
Right.
for us. About 6 months worth of interest-only payments and maybe a third of the repairs.
So interest only, let's say I'm going to flip a $300,000 house.
Yep.
I should be buying it about 70% of that minus repairs. Let's say it needs $60,000 in repairs. So doing the quick math, I'm buying it for $150,000, $60,000 repairs. I'm all in for $210,000.
Yep.
So I'll borrow the $210,000, but I'm only needing the $150,000 for the purchase,
That's
right?
right.
And then you're going to hang on to the $60,000 until I do some of the
Until you do
rehab.
some rares.
So interest only on $210,000 is going to run me a what? Is it about 1%?
It's a little, but
about $2,100.
$2,100.
So you're looking for about 6 months of that. So about 13
$13,000. If you had 60 in repairs, say 20, so maybe around 30,000 should give you enough money to do that project and hold it for up to 12 months without having to bring any other money.
But Johnny, when I was in high school, I read a book by Carlton Sheets. There was no money down. And so how can I do this with no money down?
Well, you can do it with no money down if you're buying it low enough, but you got to have reserves. You got to be able to handle that loan,
right?
Make your payments each month, and you got to get your repairs started. Now, we allow you to do multiple draws. So if you do 3 draws, maybe your 20, we reimburse you. You don't need the whole 60 in reserves because we'll do multiple draws for you.
Right. And so here's what I realize is that when we teach people how to get started in real estate, is that you're starting a business. In any business, whether you're starting a sign shop, whether you're starting a restaurant, whether you're going to need not only the money that it takes to start the business, but you're going to need some reserves as well because you're going to have some ups and downs and cash flows and things like that. I'm amazed that people don't look at it like that there's so many gurus out there that are teaching just the transaction. Oh, that real estate is my ticket out of poverty, right? I've never been successful in anything I've ever done in life before, but I want to become a millionaire in real estate. The real truth of the business is it really does take money to be a successful investor in real estate.
And it takes a team.
It does.
You got to have a lender. You got to have your title company. You got to have your insurance. You got to have your contractor. Okay?
That's right.
You don't need to be doing this work yourself.
That's right.
Hire the professionals. You go find the deals.
We tell people, let the 10s do it. Y'all are a 10 at lending.
Yes.
Let the 10s do it. Life is so much easier when you have a 10 that's a title company, when you have a 10 that's a lender, when you have a 10 that's a contractor. People that's we call this Build Your Team Thursday.
Oh gosh, I like it.
Yeah. So it's Jet Lending. Mr. Johnny Hayes, Johnny Cash is in the building. JetLending.com. 281-872-7800. 281-872-7800. You know what I was amazed at? We did this event this past Wednesday. It was a freeze going on in Houston, Texas. Everybody should have been staying home because nobody knows how to drive when it's 27 degrees at night. When I left y'all's place, it was below freezing. And how many people were there last Wednesday?
We had over 600 still show up. We had more RSVPs, but I'm sure with the weather,
a lot of people chickened out.
Hey, and we made it work.
We
even
found out
brought
who the
all the
real players
vendors
were.
inside.
Right.
It was maybe a little loud. The message was great. We had a lot of people. Hey, great event. Every third Wednesday of the month, come to Redneck Country Club.
Right. So, and then we're also if I can let the cat out of the bag, we're going to start bringing an event very similar to that up to Dallas, Texas. Dallas doesn't have an event like that in Houston. I mean, in Dallas, Houston they don't have the Houston-style event in Dallas. We're excited to be a part of bringing it there.
Hey, we're looking forward to partnering with y'all guys. It's going to be an exciting time in Dallas this next year with our event up there.
Yeah, Dallas is going to be amazing. Okay, so you're listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio. Our phone number is 713-785-1817. More importantly, I'm in the studio with Johnny Cash, jetlending.com, 281-872-7800. That's 281-872-7800. What are some of the loan options that you have out there? Because you don't fund just buy, fix, and flip. I mean, I know that's y'all's primary bread and butter, but what else do y'all do?
Well, it's over the years we've kind of switched a lot to the landlord business.
Right.
We have a lot of professional landlords or professional guys that want to build a rental portfolio outside their other careers. We have a one-time close product for guys where we can do it through a bank portfolio. We have our Temp to Perm program where it's a short 3-month loan where you buy, fix, borrow all your money, then you refinance conventional or bank portfolio. So we also have programs for our wholesalers. If you hadn't built up those reserves yet, okay, we can still get you line of credits. Find the deals. We'll find you buyers. We'll help put money in your pocket, and that's all you have to do is find the deals.
I love it. All right, so it's jetlending.com. That's jetlending.com, 281-872-7800, 281-872-7800. I hear the music in the background. It means I got to go to a break. Thanks for coming in.
Hey, thanks, Tom.
All right.
Mike's off.
All right, 3 minutes, Nikki. Is it 3 or 4?
Hi,
4 minutes.
All right, thanks.
Attorney and avid real estate investor. You know the greatest mistake real estate investors make is not understanding the potential liability that exists from owning real estate. At Anderson Business, Legal, and Tax Advisors, we specialize in protecting real estate investors in all 50 states. In addition to structuring your business for optimum protection, we provide guidance so you pay the least amount of taxes available under the law. We have 150 employees that range from lawyers to CPAs to estate planners and much more. Download our free ebook, The Invisible Investor Strategy, today at AndersonAdvisors.com or call for a free risk reduction analysis and financial blueprint at 800-706-4741. Anderson Business Advisors will help you keep more of what you earn. Call us today at 800-706-4741 and mention Right Path Real Estate.
As a real estate investor, you rely on your property inspector to determine the current condition of the home and your potential return on investment. Principal Inspections was founded by investor Jeremy Humphrey to do just that. Working from the investor's point of view, Principal Inspections will give you turnkey inspections that are high quality, affordable, and focused on information pertinent to investors while not clouding the report with unnecessary details. Founder Jeremy Humphrey comes from a family of real estate investors. He started Principal Inspections for investors because as an investor himself, he experienced the need for fast quality inspections with information directly pertaining to property condition and potential resale value. Principal Inspections will save you time and money. Call Principal Inspections, 832-684-5516. That's 832-684-5516. Or go online to principalinspections.com. That's principalinspections.com. License number 21264.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give Next Gen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Do you have cracks in your brick, doors that stick, or sheetrock that's coming apart? Then you may have foundation movement. Due to our expansive soils in the Houston area, it's probably not a question of if you have movement, but when. Call Foundation Check for a truly independent, unbiased foundation evaluation. Foundation Check has been in business since 2009 and has completed over 1,400 evaluations. We're not in the business of repairing foundations or selling you unnecessary peer work, but we are in the business of evaluating your foundation. Our product is designed for house flippers, landlords, or even owner-occupied properties. Each of our files is reviewed by a licensed engineer. Remember to check before ever repair. Call 346-702-3825. That's 346-702-3825. Or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com. That's foundationcheck.com.
Are small
30
returns
seconds.
getting
All
in
right.
the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree, single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, jbfundservices.com. That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to accredited investors.
This is Business 1110.
All right. Hot mics.
My brother, Steve Perry. My brother from another mother. No relation whatsoever. So welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. I want to tell you about a couple of events we've got coming up. One thing is that Jason and I were on the radio yesterday together. It's our Partner Wednesday, basically. And one of the things that we were putting out a challenge on, we've done this one time, and it was absolutely fantastic for the investors that participated. We had people fly in from all over the country that have wanted to be successful in real estate investing. They've paid some other real estate group, some other real estate education company, $20,000 or more. They've been involved trying to execute what was being taught. You know, the sad truth is most people that are teaching real estate investing aren't actually doing real estate. They're not doing deals day in and day out. They're not doing buy and hold. They're not doing buy, fix, and flip. They're not doing wholesaling. In fact, I know of one group in town that, you know, the person that's teaching how to do buy and hold real estate hadn't bought a single family house in probably 20-something years other than own personal residence. Not going to name who or anything like that. And then there's a big national group. They do a huge volume in real estate education, little bitty amount of real estate. If you're not consistently doing deals, 90 days from now, what would be taught would be out of date if you're not keeping up on a monthly basis doing deals, because the market is constantly changing. So what I'll tell you is we've put out this challenge. If you would like to get your real estate business fixed, if you spent more than $20,000 or more with some other real estate education company, I want you to email support@rightpathrealestate.com. Many times what people do is when they're emailing us, they're saying, Tom, I am about this close. I mean, I'm just, days or weeks or months away, just a very short time period away from throwing in the towel and giving up and deciding this just may not be for me. You know what it is you may not realize how close you really are to being successful, being a real estate investor. So all I'm going to challenge you to do is go to support@rightpathrealestate.com, email Veronica, tell us who you spent the money with, how much you spent, and can you come to a live event? We're going to fix you on the spot. Also need to go to rightpathrealestate.com. We've got a free event tonight talking about building wealth and income for 2018. Wealth and income for 2018, rightpathrealestate.com. See you tonight.
All right, have a good day.
Thanks, you too.